The Attorney General was expected to move an application on whether Ato Essien should be jailed for not paying the 20 million Ghana cedis he was expected to pay by April 28. Ato Essien in December last year entered into a plea bargain with the state where he pleaded guilty to charges of stealing and money laundering. In exchange, he escaped jail term and was expected to refund 90 million Ghana cedis to the state. He paid 30 million Ghana cedis on the day the court agreed to the deal and was required to pay the remaining 60 million Ghana cedis in 3 installments. The first installment was due on April 28, but Ato Essien has paid only 5 million Ghana cedis. The state was therefore hoping to get the court to impose a custodial sentence on the convict for not meeting the terms of the deal. But before the state could do that, Justice Eric Chebafo noted that he is inclined to adjourn the case considering some claims in the convict's affidavit in opposition. According to the judge, Ato Essien has outlined how he plans to liquidate some properties to raise over $300,000 to settle the amount. Deputy Attorney General Alfred Tuan has been putting some spotlight on the new terms introduced by Ato Essien.
If you look at the agreement that they exhibited, he's supposed to receive $300,000 within 90 days. And I think that's the very amount that the judge referred to. But if you look at the agreement, there are other monies that are to be paid to him, but it was referable to the first 90 days.
The state, which was not opposed to the stance by the judge, only notified the court that the amount promised is not substantial to settle the outstanding amount.
Yes, looking at the document that he has exhibited, you realize that if you add the first amount that he's expecting, which is about $300,000, it will not be up to 4 million Ghana cedis. Maybe now that he's been given a special grace by the court up to the end of June, he'll be able to gather the resources and then pay everything. But looking at what we have in the document that he has, the agreement that he has with that company, written that he cannot pay the 55 million Ghana cedis, but maybe he may have other option.
The judge, Justice Eric Chebafo, then adjourned the case to June 4 with the consent of the parties and urged Ato Essien to go according to what he has committed to if he truly cares about his freedom. But Deputy Attorney General Alfred Tuan maintains the money outstanding is 55 million Ghana cedis, despite claims in the documents of Ato Essien suggesting to make plans to pay 50 million Ghana cedis to the state.
He is talking about the first instrumental payment or the second instrumental payment, which is the 20 million Ghana cedis that he ought to have paid by the 28th of April, which he has defaulted. Their thinking will be that they may want to pay the 20 million. But if you look at section 35(7), the language is very simple. If you default in the payment, the outstanding amount becomes payable. So we are looking at the amount left with 55 billion Ghana cedis being paid on or before the next date.
The High Court in Accra ruled for Anas Armia Anas to be unmasked and identified in chambers by Kwesi Nyantakyi anytime he testified in a criminal case brought against the former president of the Ghana Football Association, Kwesi Nyantakyi. The former GFA boss is facing charges of fraud and corruption. This is as a result of offences he's alleged to have committed in the number 12 expose. When the case was called on Wednesday for a ruling on another application on Anas Armia Anas testifying in camera, the judge granted the application in parts. According to the ruling, Kwesi Nyantakyi will identify Anas Armia Anas in chambers without his mask, while Anas Armia Anas would testify in open court with his mask disguising his identity. According to the state, Ato Essien has been given a special grace by the court to raise the outstanding amount. We can only wait until the next agenda to see whether or not these monies will be paid. Reporting for Citi News, Hansen Ajeman.